April 25th, Finding Our Own Truth. We must each discover our own truth. It does not help us if those we love find their truth. They cannot give it to us. It does not help if someone we love knows a particular truth in our life. We must discover our truth for ourselves. We must each discover and stand in our own light. We often need to struggle, fail, and be confused and frustrated. That's how we break through our struggle. That's how we learn what is true and right for ourselves. We can share information with others. Others can tell us what may predictably happen if we pursue a particular course, but it will not mean anything until we integrate the message and it becomes our truth, our discovery, our knowledge. There is no easy way to break through and find our truth, but we can and will if we want to. We may want to make it easier. We may nervously run to friends asking them to give us their truth or make our discovery easier. They cannot. Light will shed itself in its own time. Each of us has our own share of truth, waiting to reveal itself to us. Each of us has our own share of the light, waiting for us to stand in it, to claim it as ours. Encouragement helps, support helps. A firm belief that each person has truth available, appropriate to each situation, is what will help. Each experience, each frustration, each situation has its own truth waiting to be revealed. Don't give up until you find it for yourself. We shall be guided into truth if we are seeking it. We are not alone. Today I will search for my own truth, and I will allow others to do the same. I will place value on my vision and the vision of others. We are each on the journey, making our own discoveries, the ones that are right for us today. I'm Herb the Addictaholic, language of letting go. So 2 thoughts come to mind. One, being at work, I have a certain task that I have to do, and at some point I hit some obstacles, and I thought I was going a certain direction, and all of a sudden I have to do something else, or I got to backtrack, and the frustration kicks in. And this can be anything: working on a car. This could be doing yard work. You find a rock that's embedded, and now you got to dig this rock out, and so some frustration comes in. And I've noticed that always on the other side of that frustration is a feeling of relief, of discovery, of completion, of having overcome. And when you're in the midst, or when I'm in the midst of that frustration, like there's nothing else. But when I get to the other side, I'm like, man, I got frustrated for nothing. The truth eventually revealed itself, and I was able to get through it. So now I don't let the frustration take over, but I do recognize it for what it is. And it is part of the growing process, part of, getting through it. And sometimes we have to be frustrated to struggle, otherwise we won't struggle. And then we don't gain any strength from it. There is no growth without resistance, and we kind of need that. And then the other thought that came to mind was, we each have our individual paths, our individual truths, our individual journeys. And so, I thought of the Wizard of Oz right away. Like, each character in there had their own thing that they were looking for, their own truths. They're all on the same journey, but they all had their own, end results. And that's kind of how it is. And it's kind of neat that I can see that now, because I used to think that everyone's truth needed to align with mine, being self-centered as I was and am still sometimes. But that's not the case. And so I could be on a path of discovery of self without looking to others' discoveries as mine or mine as theirs, And in some ways there's connections, we're all one, right? We're all part of this universe. We're all energy beings. We all live under the same sky. So of course there's connections, but there's uniqueness as well. Just like our fingerprints, just like snowflakes, we're all on a path of our own awakening, understanding, discovery, all that stuff. So I'm excited to be on mine today. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.